Okay, guys, here are the answers to your questions. And I'm actually pretty surprised. I got quite a few questions. I got 11 comments on the video, and almost everybody asked 3 questions. So that's a lot of questions to answer. Okay, so here we go. Now, the first set of questions comes from Luke for Smith, and he asked, "What's your favorite game?" Now, when I think about my favorite game, I usually think about a game I grew up with, and that pretty much influenced my childhood. And that would have to be Mario Kart 64. Hands down. It's just a fantastic game. I used to play that game all the time with my father, with my dad. My father. He's your father, Luke. Anyways. Yeah. I always used to play that all the time with my dad, and it was just a blast. It's still a blast to this day. I would always pick Bowser, and he would always pick Wario, and it was just so freaking fantastic. I love that game. But yeah, I grew up with that game. Play it every single day. What is your least favorite game? I hate it when I get these types of questions, but in reality, I do not have a least favorite game. Of course, there are games that I do not like, but there's not a specific game that I just detest, that I despise, that I hate. There's not one game that I hate. But like I said, there's games I just don't want to play. Oh, please, I don't want to play that. That's stupid or whatever. But yeah, it's almost impossible for me to answer this question because I don't have a least favorite. There's so many great games out there. Of course, maybe I guess I can answer what's my least favorite genre? I would have to say I wouldn't really play party games that much. Don't get me wrong, I still love Mario Party games and stuff like that, and I used to play them all the time. But when it got past 4, I'm like, dude, just stop already, because it got repetitive. But yeah, I can't answer what's your least favorite game. I really don't have a least favorite. Okay, so the next set of questions comes from Wersa3. Would you do a co-op with me? Well, it depends if I have time. Right now, the summertime would be perfect to do a co-op. I really don't mind. But for now, this week, the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be having the finals at school, so I'm not going to have that much time. I'm going to have finals. And, but after finals, I'll have all the time in the world to do co-ops or whatever, so I'll just get back to you on that. I'll PM you or whatever, and we'll see about that. The next set of questions comes from The Flying Legend. And he asked, what made you to start LP? Well, it's pretty simple. Inspiration. My inspiration for LPing is Nintendo Capri Sun, NCS. And to be honest, the first LP I ever saw was Chugga Conroy. But my inspiration is Nintendo Capri Sun. And don't get me wrong, Chugga Conroy is still a very good LPer, but NCS is my inspiration. That's what made me start LPing, because when I saw him, I'm like, dude, you make LPing so much fun. It's freaking fantastic. I just want to do what he does. And that's what I did. I started back in January with Pokemon Fire Red. And yes, it's pretty much been almost half a year I've been LPing, so. But yeah, he's my inspiration to LP. Nintendo Capri Sun. What is your favorite game? I already answered this, man. Sorry, I didn't let you know. What is your favorite console? Well, don't get your pitchforks out, guys, but my favorite console is the GameCube. And I would say it's the Wii, but I don't own a Wii yet. Hopefully I will soon. I've been actually, getting my eye on one, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get it sooner or later. Okay, sorry about that. But yes, the GameCube is my favorite console because it's the one I've owned for the longest time. I've owned a GameCube since 2002, I think. And I still have the same one. It still works fantastic. And I think I have, 30 GameCube games? I'm not sure. Yeah, I keep count of them. What? You don't? Never mind. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it is my favorite console because it's just fantastic. It has great games that come with it, and it just truly is a very good console. So, next set of questions comes from Random Maniac LP. And he asks, what is your favorite Mario, Zelda, and Mega Man game? I guess you can say that's pretty much 3 questions in one. I would have to say that my favorite Mario game is probably going to be It's actually kind of tough because there's a lot of great Mario games. I would have to say probably, well, because I already said Mario Kart 64, I'm going to go with Super Mario 64 because it is a very great, awesome game. So yes, my favorite Mario game is Super Mario 64. My favorite Zelda game, that's another tough one. Well, I would have to say that my favorite Zelda game would have to be, man, this is kind of tough. Well, I mean, all the Zelda games are really fantastic, but my favorite one would probably have to be, well, let's just say Ocarina of Time. Of course, it's pretty much everybody's favorite Zelda game, but anyways. And my favorite Mega Man game, well, I think I pretty much mentioned that in my X LP, my X2 LP. My favorite Mega Man game is Mega Man X2. I mean, if that really counts. Because, you know, I did play the other ones, 1 through 9, or 1 to 10. But I really don't have a favorite, but they're all fantastic. But my favorite Mega Man game of all time is Mega Man X2. I love that game. Okay, so the next set of questions, Beasting You Forever. What is your favorite Pokemon? Oh my god. How come I felt that this question was going to be asked? Alright, my favorite Pokemon. Let's see, out of the 493, my favorite would probably have to be Magikarp. No, I'm just kidding. Well, in reality, I really like Pidgeot and Pidgeotto. I just think they're pretty awesome bird Pokemon. They're fantastic. And I also like, what's his name? Oh, I freaking forgot his name, man. Oh, well, forget it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Golbat. I like Golbat too. He's like one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know. I just like him. So yeah, well, I'll just go with Pidgeot. There we go. Pidgeot's my favorite Pokemon. Why the name Angel Binrod? Okay, this might seem a little stupid, and for some reason I knew somebody was going to ask this, but Angel Binrod. Okay, this is going to be stupid, but basically, I got this username from, okay, the first part, Angel. That comes from my cousin. My cousin is named Angel. And, you know, we were one day here, I was making my YouTube account. I'm like, oh, what should I name my username? So he's like, oh, can you please put my first name in it? You know, just so I don't make him feel bad because he's a smaller, younger cousin. I just put Angel, but then, you know, I'm like, no, it can't be just Angel. Somebody already took that. So then I just put all kinds of random letters. Like, I just typed randomly. And, you know, I came out to all kinds of scrambled words, well, letters. And those scrambled letters, we unscrambled them, and we made the word Binrod. So basically, we like moved the letters around. It was like RNBIDO, something like that. And we like unscrambled it, and we made Binrod, which really doesn't make sense, but that's pretty much how we did it. Pretty much, like with the help of my cousin. So yeah, like I said, that was kind of stupid, but hey, that's what it is, and hey. But anyways, and the last explanation, it's not a question, is how tall are you? It's not a question. Okay, I'll tell you. My height is 6 feet. I am 6 feet tall. I know, surprising, but yes, I am 6 feet. Okay. Next set of questions comes from Fucus. And he asks, what is the hardest boss fight in any game that you have ever played? Oh my god. Well, hardest boss fight, oh my god. Let's see. Well, first of all, I'm gonna think about all the Zelda games, because that's pretty much the games I think of when you think of boss fights. But, you know, I really didn't have any trouble with any of the bosses in those games. Hardest boss fight, damn. Well, I would have to say that